Welcome to the Solemn Vanguard channel. Today we are talking about why I sold my Vanguard collection. Now, first of all, we will define what I mean when I said sold before people go like, whoa, are you quitting? Like, no, absolutely not. When I say sold my Vanguard collection, I mean essentially every single card in my personal binders, every single deck that isn't, we'll get to that a couple, but like a bunch of decks. Every single standard deck I own. Every single standard staple I own. Basically, I sold everything that isn't my Grand Blue deck, my Shadow deck, my Great Nature deck, my DI deck. Oh, and Bermuda. I also still have Premium Bermuda. Those 5 premium decks is all I have left. Now, everything else together was about, I want to say, $4,000. So yes, I did sell a bunch. I had been amassing so many cards. And so right now, I'll be going over the reasons why I sold. So number one, I had far too much. Like I just said, 4,000 worth of cards. I had so much stuff. Whether it was, oh, I gotta keep this card because if this type of thing comes out, then surely this will be meta. Oh, I gotta keep this because if that comes out, surely this will be meta. Oh, I gotta keep this and that and that. But if you think that about every single deck, then you're just having like all this dead capital that you can't do anything with. And so sure, some deck that I sold will probably be meta when some card comes out. But the amount of money I made from getting rid of everything, I can easily just buy that back if I want to. And at least I don't have all these fucking dead cards sitting around. Having money tied up in stuff means that money can do other things. So you could be investing that in whatever, and that whatever may appreciate in value. And so apart from a couple premium staples, which like I said, have kept, I just got rid of everything. All of this stuff just goes down and down and down in value. And I didn't want to lose so much money. 4,000 worth of cards. That's just really dumb to keep. In the short term, I'll probably have lost a little, but that's okay. In the long term, I still won. Finally, I've just been so busy running my businesses that the collection just bloated over time and I lost sight of it. So like, oh, I gotta buy this for this deck and this for this deck and this for this deck. Oh, I built this deck. Oh, I built this deck. After a while, I've got a bunch of decks that I can't even play while I'm working on other stuff and it just bloats. So they're in the corner. So reason number one was literally, I had way too much. Reason number two, I still believe standard is a rotating format. When I made that video, the amount of people that were making fun of me, saying, oh, you idiot, no way, oh wow, nice conspiracy loser. It's not because it's called standard that it actually rotates like all the other standard formats in every trading card game ever. Okay, so I still believe that's the case, which means if standard rotates, the one point where it will is in the introduction of a new era. And so assuming that, but again, that's just me, there's no confirmation whatsoever. But assuming that, I was like, well, if Overdress is gonna rotate, I kinda don't wanna lose all these standard cards. And so, like I said, I've gotten rid of everything and I just have my beautiful premium decks. Now, of course, if it doesn't rotate, I'll look like a big idiot and that's okay. I'm very happy with the money. Well, the money isn't really there anymore. Kinda put it all in other stuff, but we'll get to that. Reason number three. Even if it doesn't rotate, like I said, Vanguard still depreciates. So if you have a bunch of cards just sitting around, you know, if you're playing with them, that's cool. If you're building some decks, that's cool. Again, I'm keeping my favorite decks and they're maxed out too. Like we've got Grand Blue Nitros already there. Not with Rumi Labyrinth Rare, sadly, but everything else is kind of going down. So like, it doesn't feel that great. So I'm keeping all my baby beautiful decks. Everything else I got rid of. So reason number 4, and this is the big one, I invested that money into other things. Now when I say investing, I don't mean, oh, I just put it into modern Pokemon cards. Let's go, baby, I'm gonna play my Mewtwo deck. Like, no, I invested into actual stuff that appreciates in value. The allocation was back in, I think I did it in May or June, somewhere spring or early summer. I put that money in vintage Yu-Gi-Oh cards and stock. So stock, very simple, just an index fund. I'm not gonna become a financial channel right here, but you know, it's just smarter to have money in stock that actually goes up over the long term than having it in cards that I can't even play because of COVID. Then the other, vintage Yu-Gi-Oh cards, that has been crazy. Stuff like, let's say this Blue Eyes here, huh? What a beauty. I love this card so much. Honestly, that Blue Eyes wasn't really that special of a purchase. However, I have purchased some crazier stuff. And honestly, that has been an insanely smart decision. Like, I don't want to be promoting shit right now. I do have a channel around Yu-Gi-Oh! Investing. But so yes, a portion of my Vanguard collection, that money just went straight into vintage Yu-Gi-Oh! So not playable cards. Fuck playing that format right now. But, for example, I bought this SDK Blue Eyes, PSA 10 first edition, American version. I wanna say for 3,500, something like that. And then someone can go and say like, are you an idiot? What the fuck? 3,500 for a card? Well, the other week it sold for 10,000, so guess I'm not that big of an idiot. That has been a really good move. Like, the stock is doing fine. I think it's up like 4.4%. Which is good, you know, for a couple months. Obviously, we've had this cool little bull run, and yeah, we could have a correction and blah, blah, blah. Short term doesn't fucking matter when you're investing in stock. Investing, not speculating, not trading. But again, there's no financial channel. But holy guacamole! If you find that interesting, you should just subscribe to the Solemn Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel. With that being said, Vanguard is still my baby. Like, when it comes to playing the game, this is the best game. It just is. I'm having so much fun. I've been playing so much Granblue. It's absolutely insane. Like, Noman must be sick of seeing Nitros by now because of how much Granblue I've been playing. Absolutely amazing. That's been why. I'm sorry that it ended on a bit of a rambly note, but I just like to be very, very transparent. I don't want people going like, oh, you sold stuff and you don't know one and blah. Nah, I'm gonna share everything with you. So essentially, TLDR, I sold all of my standard shit. I have 5 or so premium decks. There's Yu-Gi-Oh! Here as well, but I have 5 premium decks. The money I made from selling that went into Yu-Gi-Oh! Vintage cards and stock. Boom. End of the video.